Hello and welcome, everyone! I'm thrilled to have you back on my channel for another exciting video. Get ready to be captivated by what's in store for you today. Here are some interesting facts about Russia and a question and answer. 1. What is the world's deepest freshwater lake, located in Russia? The Lake Baikal, the world's deepest freshwater lake, is found in Siberia. 2. What is the Trans-Siberian Railway, and why is it remarkable? The Trans-Siberian Railway is the longest railway line globally, spanning approximately miles from Moscow to Vladivostok. 3. Which Russian city is renowned for its beautiful, colorful onion-domed cathedrals? The city of Suzdal in the Vladimir region is known for its stunning onion-domed cathedrals. 4. What is the Hermitage Museum, and where is it located? The Hermitage Museum, one of the world's largest and oldest museums, is situated in St. Petersburg. 5. What is the significance of Red Square in Moscow? The Red Square is the heart of Moscow and home to iconic landmarks like the Kremlin and St. Basil's Cathedral. 6. What is the deepest metro station in the world, and where is it located? The Arsenalna metro station in Kiev, Ukraine, is the deepest metro station in the world. Although it's not in Russia, it's a remarkable nearby feature. 7. What is the Kamchatka Peninsula known for? The Kamchatka Peninsula is famous for its volcanic activity, featuring numerous active volcanoes. 8. What is the Golden Ring of Russia, and why is it significant? The Golden Ring is a group of historic cities northeast of Moscow, known for their rich cultural and historical heritage. 9. Which Russian city has a unique system of canals and waterways resembling Venice? The city of St. Petersburg is often referred to as the Venice of the North due to its intricate canal network. 10. What is Lake Karachay famous for? Lake Karachay in the North Caucasus is known for being one of the most toxic bodies of water on Earth due to its high radioactivity. 11. Which famous Russian writer authored War and Peace and Anna Karenina? Leo Tolstoy is the renowned author of these literary classics. 12. What is the purpose of the Russian nesting dolls known as matryoshka dolls? Matryoshka dolls are often hand-painted wooden dolls that open up to reveal a smaller doll inside. They are a symbol of Russian culture and are used for decoration and as a symbol of fertility. 13. Which Russian scientist is known for his pioneering work in space exploration and launched the first artificial satellite, Sputnik 1, in 1957? Sergei Korolev is often regarded as the father of the Soviet space program. 14. What is the significance of the Solovetsky Islands in Russia? The Solovetsky Islands in the White Sea are historically known for the Solovetsky Monastery, which was later turned into a Soviet labor camp. 15. What is the world's largest forest, located primarily in Russia? The taiga forest is the world's largest, covering vast areas of Russia and other northern countries. 16. What is the purpose of the dacha in Russian culture? A dacha is a countryside house or cottage where many Russians spend their weekends and summers for relaxation and gardening. 17. What is unique about the Kizhay Pogast, a historical site in Russia? The Kizhay Pogast is an architectural ensemble featuring two 18th century wooden churches and a bell tower constructed without the use of nails. 18. What is the Russian tradition of banya or steam bath, and how is it different from a regular sauna? A banya is a traditional Russian steam bath that involves a combination of high humidity and dry heat. It is known for its health benefits and social aspects. 19. What is the origin of the famous Russian dish, borscht? Borscht is a beet soup that has its origins in Ukraine but is widely enjoyed in Russia as well. 20. Which Russian lake is known for its strange phenomenon called Lake Painter syndrome? The Lake Beloy in Russia is known for experiencing a phenomenon similar to Lake Painter syndrome when its water level suddenly dropped, causing strange occurrences. 21. What is the Ice Cream War of 1959, and how did it involve the Soviet Union and the United States? The Ice Cream War was a humorous diplomatic incident in which the U.S. embassy in Moscow complained about the lack of ice cream in the Soviet Union. 22. What is the dead hand system, and what was its purpose? The dead hand system, officially known as perimeter, was a Cold War-era Soviet doomsday device designed to automatically launch nuclear weapons in the event of a nuclear attack on Russia. 23. What is the traditional Russian footwear known as valenki, and what are they made of? The valenki are traditional Russian felt boots made from sheep's wool and are designed to keep feet warm in harsh winter conditions. 24. What is the Russian superstition related to shaking hands or giving and receiving items through a doorway? It is considered bad luck to shake hands, pass items, or engage in transactions through a doorway in Russia, as it is believed to bring misfortune. 25. Which Russian town is known for the annual bison parade, during which live bison are herded through the streets? The town of Ulanyud in Siberia is famous for its unique bison parade, which celebrates the region's cultural heritage. 26. What is the mystery behind the Dyatlov Pass incident and where did it occur? The Dyatlov Pass incident is an unsolved mystery involving the deaths of 9 hikers in the Ural Mountains in 1959. The circumstances surrounding their deaths remain enigmatic. 27. What is the Metro 2 and what is its rumored purpose? A Metro 2 is a rumored secret underground metro system in Moscow, allegedly used by the Soviet government and military. Its exact purpose and existence are still debated. 28. What is the Kalashnikov cocktail, and why is it named after the famous rifle designer Mikhail Kalashnikov? The Kalashnikov cocktail is a Russian drink made with vodka and raspberry liqueur. It is named after Mikhail Kalashnikov as a tongue-in-cheek reference to the inventor of the AK-47 rifle. 29. What is the legend of the Black Bird of Chernobyl, and how does it relate to the Chernobyl nuclear disaster? The Black Bird of Chernobyl is a legendary creature believed to be an omen of impending doom, often associated with sightings before the Chernobyl disaster. 30. What is the purpose of the Druzhia or Friendship Monument in Moscow, and why is it considered controversial? The Druzhia Monument was gifted to the United States in 1990 as a symbol of friendship between the two countries, but is now controversial due to its connection with the Cold War era. 31. What is the significance of the Tunnel of Love in Kleven, Ukraine, which is often associated with Russia? The Tunnel of Love is a beautiful natural tunnel formed by trees and is a popular spot for romantic walks and photography. 32. What is the Russian smile and why is it sometimes misinterpreted by foreigners? The Russian smile refers to the cultural norm of not smiling in public, which can be misunderstood by foreigners as unfriendliness. 33. What is the Egg House in Moscow, and why was it built in an egg-like shape? The Egg House is a unique residential building shaped like an egg, constructed to symbolize rebirth and new beginnings. 34. What is the traditional Russian tea called asbytana, and what is it made of? Asbytana is a traditional Russian spice drink made with honey, herbs, and spices enjoyed during the winter months. 35. What is the Metro 2033 video game, and how is it connected to Moscow's metro system? A Metro 2033 is a video game set in the post-apocalyptic Moscow metro, inspired by Dmitry Glukhovsky's novel of the same name. 36. What is the legend of the Yeti in Russia, and where is it believed to reside? The Yeti, also known as the Russian Bigfoot, is believed to inhabit the remote regions of Siberia and the Ural Mountains. 37. What is the tradition of ostrich farm racing in Russia, and where does it take place? Ostrich farm racing is a unique sport in Russia, particularly in the Moscow region, where riders compete on ostriches. 38. What is the town of Mirny in Russia known for, and why is it significant? Mirny is known for the Mir diamond mine, one of the largest open-pit diamond mines in the world. 39. What is the Bogatyr sculpture in Kiev, Ukraine, and how does it relate to Russian folklore? The Bogatyr sculpture features 3 legendary Russian knights and represents Russian folklore and heroism. 4b. What is the Russian soul, and how has it been described in literature and culture? The Russian soul is a concept that refers to the depth of Russian emotions and the complexity of the national character, often depicted in Russian literature and art. 41. What is the practice of dacha raiding, and how does it relate to Russian summer cottages? Dacha raiding involves the unauthorized use of someone else's dacha or summer cottage for leisure, a common issue in Russian summer communities. 42. What is the history of the Peter and Paul Fortress in St. Petersburg, and why is it significant? The Peter and Paul Fortress served as a historic military fort and later became a political prison. It is also the burial place of many Russian Tsars. 43. What is the Night Witches, and how were they significant during World War II? The Night Witches were a group of female Soviet aviators who flew night bombing missions during World War II, known for their bravery and tactics. 44. What is the Russian swan or levsha, and why is it a prominent literary character? The levsha is a literary character known as the Russian swan, symbolizing a skilled craftsman with a unique approach to work. 45. What is the Borodino panorama, and why is it a significant historical attraction in Moscow? The Borodino panorama is a massive circular painting depicting the Battle of Borodino during the Napoleonic Wars. 46. What is the Shrovetide festival in Russia, and how is it celebrated? Shrovetide is a traditional pre-Lenten festival in Russia, celebrated with various customs, games, and the eating of blinis pancakes. 47. What is the Moscow Metro 2, and how does it differ from the regular Moscow Metro system? The Moscow Metro 2 is a rumored secret underground transportation system, distinct from the publicly known Moscow Metro. 48. What is the Died Moroz, and how does he relate to the Russian holiday season? A Died Moroz is the Russian equivalent of Santa Claus, who brings gifts to children during the New Year's holiday season. 49. What is the tradition of lunchtime tea in Russia, and why is it significant? The lunchtime tea is a cherished tradition in Russia, where people gather for tea, sandwiches, and conversation during the workday. 50. What is the famous Russian space dog known as Laika, and why is she remembered in history? Laika was the first living creature to orbit the Earth, marking a significant milestone in space exploration. 51. What is the Russian tradition of blini, and how are they traditionally eaten? A blini are thin pancakes often enjoyed with sour cream, jam, caviar, or honey during the Maslenitsa festival. 52. What is the domesticated silver fox experiment, and where did it take place in Russia? The domesticated silver fox experiment, conducted in Novosibirsk, aimed to selectively breed foxes for domestication traits. 53. What is the sarcophagus of the patriarchs, and why is it significant in Russian history? The sarcophagus of the patriarchs is a revered relic containing the remains of prominent religious figures in the Cathedral of the Dormition in Moscow's Kremlin. 54. What is the Black Earth region, and why is it agriculturally important in Russia? The Black Earth region, known for its fertile soil, is crucial to Russia's agriculture, producing wheat, barley, and other crops. 55. What is the origin of the Russian nesting doll Matryoshka and its symbolism? The Matryoshka doll symbolizes motherhood, fertility, and the continuation of life, with the smallest doll representing a baby. 56. What is the history of the Kola superdeep borehole, and why is it an engineering marvel? The Kola superdeep borehole is one of the deepest holes drilled into the Earth's crust, reaching 7.5 miles, 12 kilometers deep. 57. What is the White Sea-Baltic Canal, and why was it built during the Soviet era? The White Sea-Baltic Canal was constructed as a Stalinist project to connect the Baltic Sea to the White Sea, enabling transportation and water supply. 58. What is the Akademician Vernadsky Station, and where is it located? The Akademician Vernadsky Station is a Ukrainian research station in Antarctica, known for its quirky traditions and parties. 59. What is the Tunguska event, and how did it impact a remote area in Siberia in 1908? The Tunguska event was a massive explosion caused by the impact of a meteoroid or comet, flattening an estimated 80 million trees in Siberia. 60. What is the Soviet Zond missions, and how did they contribute to space exploration? The Soviet Zond missions were spacecraft sent around the moon and back to test lunar flyby techniques, paving the way for future lunar missions. 61. What is the Altai Mountains, and why are they considered a UNESCO World Heritage Site? The Altai Mountains are a UNESCO protected region known for their rich biodiversity and cultural significance. 62. What is the tradition of Kupala Night, and how is it celebrated in Russia and Ukraine? The Cupala Night is a summer solstice celebration involving rituals, bonfires, and searching for the mythical fern flower. 63. What is the Bogatyr Gates in Russia, and how are they significant in Russian architecture? The Bogatyr Gates are a pair of ornate gates in Vladimir, Russia, featuring intricate carvings of heroic knights from Russian folklore. 64. What is the Tsibin R2 aircraft, and why is it known as a flying saucer? The Tsibin R2 is an experimental Soviet aircraft with a circular design, resembling a flying saucer. 65. What is the tradition of Old New Year in Russia, and why is it celebrated in January? The Old New Year is celebrated on January 13th according to the Julian calendar, which was replaced by the Gregorian calendar in 1918. 66. What is the Trinity Lavra of St. Sergius, and why is it considered the spiritual center of the Russian Orthodox Church? The Trinity Lavra of St. Sergius is a monastery in Sergia Posad, known for its historical and religious significance. 67. What is the Lake of Blood in Russia, and why does it appear red in color? The Lake Lonar in Russia sometimes appears red due to an algae bloom, leading to its nickname as the Lake of Blood. 68. What is the tradition of blowing over the bottle before taking a drink in Russia? Before taking a drink, it is customary to blow over the bottle in Russia to ensure that evil spirits have not entered the beverage. 69. What is the Russian phenomenon of black snow, and where is it often observed? The black snow is a term used to describe heavily polluted snow, which is especially prevalent in industrial regions. 70. What is the wooden palace of Emperor Nicholas I, and why is it considered an architectural wonder? The wooden palace in St. Petersburg was a remarkable architectural feat, as it was entirely constructed without the use of nails. 71. What is the Matryoshka Pamyat project, and how is it connected to the Matryoshka dolls? The Matryoshka Pamyat project aims to immortalize the faces and stories of real people on traditional Matryoshka dolls. 72. What is the tradition of selfie benches in Russia, and how do they encourage outdoor activities? The selfie benches are installed in scenic locations to promote outdoor recreation and capture memorable moments in nature. 73. What is the Saratov approach, and how did it become a symbol of religious persecution in Russia? The Saratov approach refers to the abduction of American missionaries in Russia and their subsequent release, highlighting religious tensions. 74. What is the Pamir Highway, and why is it often referred to as the roof of the world? The Pamir Highway is a high-altitude road through the Pamir Mountains, earning its nickname due to its extreme elevation. 75. What is the Sandony Baths, and why are they renowned as a historic Russian bathhouse in Moscow? The Sandony Baths are one of the oldest and most famous bathhouses in Moscow, known for their opulent interiors and traditional rituals. 76. What is the Lakhdar Center, and how does it stand out as a modern skyscraper in St. Petersburg? The Lakhdar Center is the tallest building in Russia and Europe, featuring a unique design inspired by the Northern Lights. 77. What is the Vladivostok Bridge, and why is it considered an engineering marvel connecting Russia to Russky Island? The Vladivostok Bridge, or Russky Bridge, is a cable-stayed bridge that connects the city of Vladivostok to Russky Island, hosting the 2012 APEC Summit. 78. What is the Kalashnikov cocktail, and why was it named after the AK-47 inventor? The Kalashnikov cocktail is a Russian drink made with vodka and raspberry liqueur, named after Mikhail Kalashnikov as a tongue-in-cheek reference to the inventor of the AK-47 rifle. 79. What is the legend of the Black Bird of Chernobyl, and how does it relate to the Chernobyl nuclear disaster? The Black Bird of Chernobyl is a legendary creature believed to be an omen of impending doom, often associated with sightings before the Chernobyl disaster. 80. What is the purpose of the Druzhia or Friendship Monument in Moscow, and why is it considered controversial? The Druzhia Monument was gifted to the United States in 1990 as a symbol of friendship between the two countries, but is now controversial due to its connection with the Cold War era. 81. What is the Lena Pillars Nature Park, and why is it considered a UNESCO World Heritage Site? The Lena Pillars are a unique rock formation along the Lena River, known for their stunning beauty and ancient history. 82. What is the tradition of burying the ice woman in Russia, and how is it related to springtime rituals? The burying the ice woman is a folk tradition marking the end of winter, where a snow figure representing the ice woman is buried to welcome spring. A3. What is the Palace of Culture and Science in Warsaw, Poland, and why does it have Russian architectural elements? The Palace of Culture and Science in Warsaw was a gift from the Soviet Union to Poland and reflects elements of Russian architecture. 84. What is the Island of Death in Russia, and why is it a chilling place in the Kuril Islands? The Island of Death is an eerie and uninhabited island in the Kurils known for its history of gruesome deaths. 85. What is the Russian Google Maps, and how has it contributed to mapping remote areas in Russia? Yandex.Maps is Russia's equivalent of Google Maps, used for mapping the vast and remote Russian territories. 86. What is the Lake Baikal phenomenon, and how does it create natural ice sculptures on the frozen lake? The Lake Baikal phenomenon results from methane gas bubbles freezing in the ice, forming intricate and beautiful ice structures. 87. What is the Olesha Monument, and why is it a prominent equestrian statue in Moscow? The Olesha Monument commemorates the Russian victory over Napoleon in the Patriotic War of 1812. 88. What is the Land of the Leopard National Park, and why is it important for the preservation of the Amur leopard? The park is a critical habitat for the endangered Amur leopard, one of the rarest big cats in the world. 89. What is the Berezovka mammoth, and how did its discovery shed light on prehistoric life in Russia? The Berezovka mammoth is a well-preserved mammoth carcass unearthed in Siberia, providing insights into ancient ecosystems. 90. What is the tradition of shamanism in Russia, and how does it influence local cultures in Siberia and the Far East? Shamanism is a spiritual practice still observed in parts of Russia, particularly among indigenous groups in Siberia. 91. What is the Soviet Venus missions, and how did they contribute to space exploration? The Soviet Venus missions sent spacecraft to Venus, providing valuable data and images of the planet's surface. 92. What is the Diamond Fund of Russia, and why is it significant in showcasing Russia's wealth in precious stones? The Diamond Fund in Moscow's Kremlin displays a remarkable collection of precious gems, including the world's largest diamond, the Cullinan Eye. 93. What is the Russian Troll Factory, and how has it been involved in disinformation campaigns online? The Russian Troll Factory refers to an organization accused of spreading disinformation on social media and the internet. 94. What is the Klishevskaya Sopka, and why is it one of the most active volcanoes in Russia? The Klishevskaya Sopka is the highest and most active volcano on the Kamchatka Peninsula, with frequent eruptions. 95. What is the Permian-Triassic extinction, and how did it impact life on Earth millions of years ago? The Permian-Triassic extinction was one of the most significant mass extinctions in Earth's history, leading to the demise of numerous species. 96. What is the Russian experiment with seedlings, and how did it influence the growth of plants in space? The Russian experiment with seedlings involved cultivating plants in the zero-gravity conditions of space to study their growth. 97. What is the Russian Orthodox Church outside Russia, and why does it have a presence outside Russia? The Russian Orthodox Church outside Russia is a branch of the Russian Orthodox Church established abroad, following the Russian Revolution and the Soviet era. 98. What is the Spasskaya Tower, and why is it the main entrance to Moscow's Red Square? The Spasskaya Tower, with its iconic chimes, is a prominent structure that serves as the main entrance to Moscow's historic Red Square. 99. What is the dress code for ballet theaters in Russia, and why is it customary for audiences to dress up for performances? Attending ballet theaters in Russia often involves a dress code, where audiences dress formally to show respect for the art form. 100. What is the tradition of diving into ice-cold water during the Epiphany celebration in Russia, and why is it practiced? On Epiphany, many Russians partake in the tradition of plunging into ice-cold water to purify themselves and mark the baptism of Jesus. 101. What is the Russian diamond mine, and how has it contributed to Russia's status as a major diamond producer? Russia's Mirny mine is one of the world's largest diamond mines, known for producing high-quality diamonds. 102. What is the Russian fairy tale villages, and how do they showcase traditional Russian architecture and culture? The fairy tale villages in Russia are designed to resemble scenes from folklore, offering visitors a glimpse of traditional Russian life. 103. What is the Barguzin Valley, and why is it a unique and remote region in Siberia? The Barguzin Valley is a secluded area in Siberia, home to pristine wilderness and abundant wildlife. 104. What is the Raskol, and how did this religious schism affect the Russian Orthodox Church in the 17th century? The Raskol was a major schism in the Russian Orthodox Church, leading to the emergence of various Old Believer sects. 105. What is the Metro 2, and why is it a secret underground subway system in Moscow? The Metro 2 is rumored to be a secret, parallel underground metro system in Moscow, shrouded in mystery and secrecy. 106. What is the Russian Naval Cathedral, and why is it a striking example of naval architecture in Russia? The Russian Naval Cathedral in Kronstadt is a majestic church that honors the country's naval history. 107. What is the tradition of tasting black bread when entering a Russian home, and why is it a customary greeting? Tasting a piece of black bread when entering a Russian home is a traditional gesture of hospitality and respect. 108. What is the Matviev Kurgan, and why is it a mysterious ancient burial mound in Russia? The Matviev Kurgan is an enigmatic burial mound in southern Russia, associated with legends and folklore. 109. What is the Russian Winter Swimming Championships, and why do people participate in frigid water races during the winter? The Russian Winter Swimming Championships involve brave individuals racing in icy waters, a testament to Russia's winter culture. 110. What is the Palace Bridge in St. Petersburg, and why is its nightly opening a special event for visitors and locals alike? The Palace Bridge in St. Petersburg opens at night to allow ships to pass, offering a captivating spectacle for those in the city. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Together, we can make a difference. Stay curious, stay passionate, and until next time, keep spreading the love.